Hello everybody and welcome back to another reading journal setup video. Today I am here to do my July reading journal. I am so excited. Every month I get so excited to order everything, to curate everything, to prep everything. I'm just ready to get this reading journal set up for the month of July. I am using the Scribble Prints Co. Poolside kit. I did pull, this is the month obviously. I have sheets 1, 2, the 2 decos, 3, the torn pages, 4, the washi, and then 6, the watercolor. This is, like I said last month, my kind of go-to currently. I'm obsessed with just these pages. I feel like these work perfectly, especially because my month is only 2 pages now. So this works perfectly for me. I did also pull out some of my markers to match the colors. I realized, so I did pull the first 4, and then I realized with my circle graph and I guess with the genres, I technically needed a 5th. So I did pull in this darker blue as well, which can be seen here and various bits. So I was like, okay, I'll pull in the dark blue as well. So I did that. Although my number 84, my pastel violet on the fine side, has completely run out. It is so dry, so I have to use the broad, which I kind of hate, but regardless, these are the colors. I have 84, 68, 35, 47, and 70. And then, like I said, as far as the circle graph goes, I did already prep that because that takes me a little bit of time. But I have basically everything ready here to go. I'm so excited. Let's just get started. I know in every reading journal video, I always reference back to the previous month because, girl, I don't remember what I do half the time. So I don't even know. These colors are so bright. I know this company, where I have these lighter highlighters, does sell brighter colors, but I think I'm gonna have to go with a different color. Maybe a pink this month as my background image. I don't know. Let me look where my swatches are. I also do have these, but these are very these are brush strokes that Andrea gifted me, but I feel like the blue is really pretty, but I don't know if it would match as well. I don't know. Maybe I could do the sandy color and I could tie everything together. I truly didn't think this one through, guys. Okay, so I'm trying to decide. Let me grab this and compare it to my swatches. I think the lighter sand color might be my best option. So that'll be what I use then. Okay, as my background color. Now background design, I don't know, because these are all flowery. I could do stripes. Yeah, I want to do stripes. I think I'll do vertical stripes, and I'll just do it on both pages. Also, the lighting might be slightly different. I'll do it maybe this way. I'm using my new camera, so hopefully the lighting and the audio and everything is okay. This is kind of my tester video, but oh geez. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do vertical stripes. I'm gonna move these just a pinch so I can see. I hope that's better. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, so there are those. Maybe I should look into getting the more bright colors of these. These are highlighters, so these don't bleed through the page. I did get a question in my last video about those, I think, or maybe these. I'm not quite sure, but these do not bleed through the page because they're highlighters. However, these are alcohol markers, so these do bleed through the page, which is why when you see me use those, I'm using those on stickers because I don't want to bleed through the page, obviously. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do some decorating. So exciting. Okay. I feel like I kind of do the same decorations, but they're just so perfect for me and I'm obsessed. So let's do these little washi, ripped washi pages at the bottom here. We'll do them. Oh God. I also have been painting my nails a lot recently, and the only summer color that I have is this bright pink, but I mean, it matches so perfectly. So very excited about that. Okay, so there's that. And then let's maybe do some washi along the side. I'm going to do the like pool color with a doll. I'm going to do this like purple. This like doily pattern. I'm obsessed with this. Do I want it down here? Let's do it like kind of in the middle. Ah! Okay. Oh my gosh, I did that twice. I got it caught like 2 times. And it's also going a little sideways, but that's okay. I think that's my favorite thing about journaling is it can look a little crazy, it can go a little sideways, and it's perfectly fine. And then now let's kind of focus on some deco bits. I definitely want to use this gal. She's so cute. I need her like front and center. How did I do this? Oh yeah, basically the same exact way. Let's grab the July. Do this one, and we'll just pop that right at the top here. And then let's see what other deco options we have. An absolute butt ton. I'm gonna use some of the bigger items on this side, I think. I absolutely need to use these French fries. Like they have to get used. And then let's see what needs to be put in, and then I'll go everywhere around it from there. Okay, cool. So first and foremost, I'm absolutely putting something right here real quick. And I want the sunglasses up there too. Okay, so now we're gonna put in our like stats on this side, and then I can just kind of assess for the other side. So I'm gonna grab the watercolor sheet and then a pen that matches the colors. I guess I could use like a pink, like a bright pink. I do my average rating, which I forgot to mark down. I get all of this information from Storygraph for the most part. It's one of my favorite apps as far as this goes. Let's see. My average rating was a 4.42. Okay, so average rating was a 4.42, which is so good for the month, honestly. 4.42. And then I put in how many books and how many pages read. I read 6 books this month. We'll do that on the green. 6 books, and then pages read, let's do on a blue. I read 2,081 pages. Okay. And then of course I have my circle graph with my key. Which one is the correct key? Somewhere, it's right here. Here. So let's start by putting the circle graph down because it's the biggest. I actually need to get more of these. This is my last one. And this is my circle graph to mark the genres read. Let's center that. And then I'll put the key right next to it, or above it, I guess. And then we'll do everything else. I'm gonna do like the larger stuff. Here, 2,081 pages, 6 books, and then my average rating I'll put here. And now we can add a little bit of extra deco throughout there. Let's see. We'll do like a swimsuit's cute. Is there any bits? Oh my gosh, of course there's little deco bits. I really want to use this ketchup bottle, but I will save it for something else. Oh my gosh, I have to do this though. It's gonna cover her arm, but I just don't care. Where's that small sheet again? Here we go. We can do this like here. Does the goggles fit right there? If so, let's do it. And then I'm gonna add some of the little bits then throughout to kind of spice it up a bit. I really liked when I did that last month. I felt like it really just like pulled the whole page together. And yeah, it's like can be tedious or whatever, but like it looks so good. Like when I look back at June, like that's so pretty. Like the little butterfly bits everywhere, that's so cute. So I desperately need to make sure I'm doing that because it looks so good. Oh my gosh, I love the French fries. And there's so many little bits everywhere. I love it. Let's get some of these everywhere. And the best thing about journaling too is like, I think I've said this before, but like even if you kind of hate it after a minute or you feel like it might be too much, I look back at all of my spreads very fondly. Like some of the first ones that I did like in January or whatever, I absolutely cannot stand them sometimes. Like I think about them and I'm like, oh, I could have done this or I could have done that. But then like you look at it and you're like, wow, look how much I've grown. Like, look how much better my spreads look now. And I don't know, I feel like it's always going to be like that, which is so nice. There can always be more, so I'll just kind of wait. Okay, now let's go ahead and decorate this side first. This is going to be where all the books go. I'm going to decorate it first because last month I did not decorate it first, and it ended up being very, like, I don't know, it was very difficult to decorate, honestly. So let's grab some of these washies. I'm going to do this one on this side. It's a little crooked, but it's fine. I really want to use this one. It's so pretty. I love this pattern. And then we'll do like this big block down here. And I'm totally for like layering and stuff, so this is perfect. And then let's do this because we haven't used many of the oranges. Maybe let me move this block. Let's move both blocks actually. Hold on. And that's the best thing about matte paper too, is you can literally just pick it up and move it. Do that. And then I'm gonna move this one to this side. This is a little bit bigger though. So it's definitely gonna get very curly, but that's okay. Because we're just doing that because I wanna put this on this side. And then we'll do the green with this one. Oops, might help if I like pay attention sometimes, you know, but it's fine. Okay, that's cute. Now we have literally a ton of deco to work with, which is kind of amazing. Okay, so let's bring in some of this like darker blue. I want a lot of the like frozen popsicle stuff. I really want this ketchup bottle. I know that's probably so strange, but it's so cute. Love the little like stamps. Need to have those. Probably should just put in a Kindle. It's like reading stuff, you know, that'd be cute. Some sunscreen. And this is where I'm just gonna like decorate a ton. And if it ends up looking crazy, that's fine because we are then gonna layer it with books. And I kind of want to see what the difference is between like going crazy versus like not. Is that weird? I don't know, but that's what we're doing. And then we're going to do this like cooler. The sunglasses are so cute. And I think I'm good with this page, so I'll put that over here. Anything else I want to add in? Maybe another popsicle? Okay, we'll just keep this here for a second and we'll do deco bits after. This is where I'm gonna go ahead and put in the books that I read this month, which I need to pull up. I mean, I have them right here, but I'm gonna pull up Goodreads because I like to put them in order of how I read them. So I read 6 books this month. I basically got down to the wire. So do I wanna do 2, 4, 6? Maybe. So we'll start here. We have Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. Then I read We Live Here Now by Sarah Pinborough. I actually read 2 Sarah Pinborough books this month. All right, yeah, I'll do 2. Then I read Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas, the Throne of Glass series. I feel like I can feel a sneeze coming. Covered it, I think. Then we have Knock Knock Open Wide by Neil Sharpson. Okay. Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. And lastly, Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. I was so obsessed with We Live Here Now. I was like, I kind of need to read Sarah Pinborough's backlist. Okay, this actually looks fine. Is it too much? Maybe, but I think it's fine. Then we're going to use our stars. I have stars 3. My nose is running. To put... Did I do like below it last time? I guess I did, but I didn't leave a ton of space. That's my own fault. So we'll just kind of layer it on the bottom of the book because I didn't think to leave a ton of space, but that is on me. So I'll think about that again better for next month, but that's okay. Actually, I don't mind it being layered down here. As long as I don't cover the author or anything, I think it'll be fine. These like stars 3 really go far for me. Let's see. one more. And then I will fill these in with, should I do the yellow because it's like star color? Sure. So I gave Dungeon Crawler Carl 5 stars. Just do a light little color here. I gave We Live Here Now 5 stars. I had a very good reading month, obviously from my 4.42 average reading. Definitely was a really good reading month. Airfire, I gave 4.5. 2, 3, 4, and we'll just kind of do a little bit of a half. That actually looks so much better than I anticipated. Knock Knock Open Wide, I gave 4 stars. Once Upon a Broken Heart, I gave 4 stars. And then Behind Her Eyes, I also did give it, 4 stars. It was a really good reading month, honestly. Okay. This looks so good. Do we need to add any deco bits in? Of course. I have a ton of big ones, so wherever there's like a lot of space, we'll do the big one. I have hiccups now, okay. I'm trying to think. I think I like it a little bit more like this, like a little bit more crazy background, because I don't know how to explain this. I like when things are slightly covered but like still there. Does that make sense, or does that sound silly? I don't know, but I just think it looks like, it's chaotic, but I think it looks really good. And also this art is more bright and a little bit more chaotic than last month's art, which was very soft and subdued. So maybe that was better for that. Let's do one more. Let's do this like really pretty orangey one right in the middle here. All right, I think I'm good on these 2 pages. This looks so good. Before we do highlight the 2 books of the month. Oh, I do need to give my award out. Where's that at? I had it somewhere. Oh, it's right here. My best book of the month. So I had 2 5 stars, but I honestly think Dungeon Crawler Carl has to be my best book of the month because I adored Dungeon Crawler Carl so much. I cannot wait to continue with the series. It was definitely my favorite book of the month, so I'll definitely mark that there. You could argue, though, that We Live Here Now was my favorite of the month because it made me want to read the other Sarah Pinborough, but I'm going to stick with Dungeon Crawler Carl. This looks so good. Okay, now let's go to like the front, do our little like admin work, and then we can come do the fun stuff. So, God, this looks so good. Look at the difference. I love it. I'm obsessed. Okay, so here's the front of my journal. Book bingo. I do have a book that made me laugh because I giggled during Dungeon Crawler Carl so many times. I also could argue that it's a comic, but I don't have anything there. And then I don't think any books were set during a holiday. Not really. Like, this is like around Halloween, but it says like it doesn't really talk about a holiday too much. So no, but I will do the book that made you laugh. What color is that pink? 7? I think so. I think it's this pink. So let's color that in, which is so fun. I'm glad I'm able to touch on my book bingo board again. I don't know if I'm going to do the book bingo next year. There's like a lot of stuff like that I've done this year now that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do that next year. But I don't know if I want to do the book bingo too much. Like, obviously I've gotten quite a few bingos here, but I don't know. It's just not something like, I don't know if I want to highlight it or not anymore. I'm thinking about doing like more challenges next year, but I'll think about that later. Okay, monthly stats, July. Let's do this like blue. Books read, 6, which is so good. My goal is always 2,000 plus pages, regardless of the amount of books that I read, but I do aim to read 6 every month. And then the pages were over 2,000. I read 2,081. I feel like I read 2,081. Oh no, 31 and 21. My best was the 7-book month. I need to get better. Okay. Anyway, have that information and stat put in. Next, my 2025 reading. I did not read every day. In July, my parents were still visiting at the beginning of the month, and then there was one day at the end of the month I just was not into it, apparently. I need this lime green color, which is 163. I think so. Lime, oh, it's right here. So I read every day except for the 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 22nd. So I did read the 3rd and the 4th? Okay. Weird. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yes, and then the 22nd. So I'm going to just kind of get everything. These are good. This was good. Where's the 22nd? Over here. Okay, I was like, I don't know where it is. Color these in. 22nd is here. And here. Ugh, I hate that. May is so beautiful. I'm so grateful for May. So 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 22nd. So not the 1st, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. What happened on the 22nd? Was I just like tired? I don't know. So out of the 31 days in July, I didn't read 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Oh, that's such a bummer. Where's my pen? So I'll put that into my everyday, and that means I didn't read or only read for 27 days. Womp womp. Same as last month. But that is put in. Next, we will do my alphabet challenge. Okay. Dungeon Crawler Carl. I just looked instantly. So Dungeon Crawler Carl, what color is that? Do I want to do that yellow? Yeah, we'll just stick with this yellow because this yellow matches so well for that. So Dungeon Crawler Carl was my D. There's so many letters on here that are like, to me, in my opinion, shocking that I haven't gotten to yet. But okay. Okay, so that's my D. And then before I fill it in here, let me see if there's any other ones. We live here now, I have a W. Air of Fire, I already have. Ooh, Knock Knock Open Wide is my K. And then I have an O and a B. Okay, so Knock Knock Open Wide. I want to do that red color. That is a very stark red. Where's my swatches page? I was like, okay, here we go. 10. It's always 10. Whenever I'm like, I wonder what color I'm using, it's always the deep red. And this will be for Knock Knock Open Wide. Oh, I haven't been coloring in the spines. Oops, well, now they are. My bad. Okay, so let's get this one. Hello. Oh my gosh. My husband's door just like, it doesn't close all the way. His office door, it just like doesn't close all the way ever. And the cats always just like sneak up in there and it makes the spookiest sound when it opens. And I'm like, hello, every time. Okay, so we have Dungeon Crawler Carl. Dungeon Crawler Carl, and then Knock Knock Open Wide. I-J-K right here. Knock, knock, open wide. Oh my gosh, this is like filling out so nicely. So I was looking through some of my books on my TBR to kind of get a visual for like, can I complete this? And I haven't found really any, well, no, not Q's, it was X's. X's are the ones I'm like, I have to figure that one out because I have no idea. But otherwise, I think I can probably, maybe X and Z are my two. I'll figure it out. Next page. Again, we're disregarding the Rainbow Challenge, but we are focusing on the genres red. So I did read Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is a sci-fi, number 65. So we'll do my sci-fis, I guess we'll go up here. So we'll pop this one in here. I think one of my kids is awake. I can hear movement. Then we have We Live Here Now, which is a horror. That is number 10, which I just used. I can use this here. October is going to be so fun because I try to read all horror in October. There's going to be a nice big chunk like up here of just red. Oops. I mean, I guess there's a nice big chunk down here of just red as well. I'll keep that one out because I did read 2 horrors. Then we have the fantasy, which is 81. I'll do this one here. I have been feeling very fantasy, like in the mood to read more fantasy this month. I guess technically I read 2. I was told YA is not a genre, and it's not, and I agree, but that's just how I set this up at the beginning of the year, and that's on me. Obviously, I will change that for next year, but that would have been what Once Upon a Broken Heart is, but I will classify that as YA. But I do have another horror with Knock Knock Open Wide, so I'll put this in here. My horror. Oops, I kind of went out a little bit. That's on me. Okay, and then I had the YA for Once Upon a Broken Heart. That's number 46. Why did I choose 2 reds? I feel like that's so silly of me. Because I kind of can't tell the difference between the horrors and the thrillers, although I guess you kind of can. What's my 1 yellow? Oh, historical. I was like, what is that? And then lastly, we have Behind Her Eyes, which is a thriller. It's number 1. Number 1, right here. And that, I guess we will just go right here. So you can't really tell the difference. I don't know. Maybe next year I'll use like some oranges or something. Well, I have pink. I don't know. Okay. What's my 1 gray? Oh, Litfic. I was like, what are these genres? Anyway, this is filled out for my genres red. Next, we'll go to the 25 and 2025. Ooh, did I even read any of these this month? No, I did not. I didn't even touch my 25 and 2025 this month. I have 6 left. I have Mary, An Awakening of Terror. I have A Curious Beginning. I Was a Teen Slasher. The Reformatory, the last one. The Long Walk, and that's it. So I need to get to those. Over here, my book tracker. I have 6 more to add, which is very exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First, again, Dungeon Crawler Carl. We have the yellow. Am I doing the spines on these ones? I guess not. So I should probably pay more attention to that, huh? So book number 36, almost said 6. 36 is Dungeon Crawler Carl. I should have kept those colors out. Book number 37 is We Live Here Now. That is that deep burgundy. I'm definitely using that one for We Live Here Now. I always pull the planner or whatever, the journal, whatever I'm using at this desk so much closer to me without realizing that the camera is a bit further away. So I'm very sorry if I just keep pulling it slowly out of frame. Okay. Then Air Fire. Ooh, that's like a deep orange. Let's get my swatches. 97 kind of feels right. I don't think I've used 97. But it feels right. That's what I'm saying. I've never used it. So where even is it? 97. She's buried. Where is she? Let's see. There's some down here that have fallen. But none of them are 97. Let's look. I have 91. I have 94. Maybe some of these. 99. Right here. 97. Rose beige. Okay, this will be my Air Fire. I mean, kinda. So we'll put this in for 38. I don't think I've used that marker. Then, whoa, where am I going? Then we have Knock Knock Open Wide. I just used 10 for that one, didn't I? So we'll just stick with that. Next year, should I color these in 2 to match the genres, or should I continue trying to match the covers? I think maybe I'll continue to try to match the covers. We'll see. Then, these are all kind of the same color family. Then we had Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is that is a rose gold color. Oh boy. Like a peach maybe? 29? Yeah, 29 feels right for that one too. Oh, right here, Barely Beige. Barely Beige. I mean, this has no color to it. Let's see if the broadside has more color. Not really. But we'll just kind of do that. Okay, I guess. And then lastly, we have Behind Her Eyes, which is a very gray book. So we could use GG5 for that one, which is this one right here. Oops. It's like a blue-gray. Lovely. So I got to 41 books in July, which I feel like is pretty good for my goal is 60. I have 75 here, but my goal is 60. So hopefully. Most anticipated, I don't know. Where's that little sheet that I have for that? I guess it's right here. I also have recently pre-ordered some new books, so maybe I should be adding more to my shelf, but I hate this section. I'm going to redo this next year. So we're just ignoring this one for now as well. Moving on. Oh, that's January. Cool. So we're back. We're back. Okay, I'm going to give my camera a rest and I'll be back. We are back. I am ready to highlight my 2 books of the month, which I'm so excited about. Last month I highlighted Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and Sunrise on the Reaping. I have been loving these highlighting pages, like not this one. These are where I was not happy, but this, like come on, they're so good. So I feel like it's very clear from this section what 2 books I'm highlighting this month. Obviously my 2 5-stars, Dungeon Crawler Carl and We Live Here Now. I was actually contemplating doing Once Upon a Broken Heart because there's so much incredible fan art for that book, but I just had to highlight my 2 5-stars. So let's get started. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna start with Dungeon Crawler Carl. Here are some items I have pulled for that. I have a custom of the book. I did get the journal base in concrete. I wasn't sure what journal base I wanted to do, but I felt like concrete was pretty good. A couple of the Gamer Girl deco bits. I don't know why, but I thought maybe I could pull in some like cat kind of ones or some cutesy ones for Princess Donut. The Enchanted, okay, so these are the Enchanted Academia, page number 8. These are the letter tiles. I think there is a letter tile in this exact color, but I just thought this kind of matched Dungeon Crawler Carl with this, so I grabbed 2 of these, and then I have a custom here of some of the like fan art for this, which in case you're curious, I get all the fan art from Pinterest. So this is where we're starting. I also have the frames and some various other, like I have like little black sparkles I can add in, like just various other things. You know, we can make it a little crazy if we want. I'm just gonna look at what else I might have. I also have some like, I mean, this isn't a sci-fi necessarily, but I do have some sci-fi bundle stickers. Like I have all sorts of stuff I can be adding in. We're just gonna see what we can do here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this base down first. That is so satisfying every time. Oh yeah, lovely. Now, do I want to do the book first and decorate around it? No, maybe, I don't know. I think I'm gonna start with these and we'll go from there. I have to use this one. I'm gonna do like this. I love his little Crocs. Oh my God, this is so good. This is from like the first or second chapter. We'll do that one. Princess Donut is literally the best, and I need her to be like front and center, especially with this character. I don't remember the character's name, but it makes me laugh. And I kind of want to frame that. Circle frame that one. No, wait, hold on. Go like this. There we go. Beautiful. We'll trim this off in a second. She's just so perfect. I don't know if well, this is actually huge. This is probably a bunch of characters from like books that I haven't gotten to yet. So I'll just kind of cut most of that off and we'll focus on Dungeon Crawler Carl. And then of course we have my girl, Princess Donut. She is literally the best person on the planet. So we'll do this. Okay, now I'm gonna get my, what is like shaking? Something. You probably, sorry, I literally just shook you. But I'm gonna trim all this excess. Okay. Might help if I push some of that down, you know. So we'll trim this excess here. There's a little bit of excess of the frame, but I'm cool with that because it looks like it blends. I don't know why I'm continuing to cut here. Hello. And then let's go this way with it, yeah. It'll be a pinch easier. That's crazy. And then this one I'm definitely cutting a huge chunk off of just because I don't know any of the other characters. I mean, I'm sure as I continue the series, I will know who they are, but we'll do that. Where's my thing here? I'll keep that out because I'm sure I won't need it. I have stickers stuck to me. Okay, and then maybe do I want to do the book and then we will assess everything else? Yes, because I'm going to highlight the book. I'm going to put it up just a pinch. Oh yeah, I love that. And then I don't have as much deco and anything. I don't know, I kind of want to use, what's in here? I just want to take a peek and just see if there's anything that like, this is mostly just like aliens, which like, yes, there are aliens in this book, but like this is mostly just aliens. So I will just hold off on this for now. Put that all back in. Is there anything else over here? I don't think so. This is kind of funny. I don't think so. We'll just leave that alone. So I'm going to do the You Will Not Break Me, I think. Is that going to be too much, though? I wonder if I have any, I don't know if I have enough of other letters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I do. But I have enough of these. Okay, so I don't know how I want to do this. You Will Not Break Me. Let's give it a try. Okay, where's my Y? So let's go ahead and try that. You Will Not Break Me is a thing he repeats, like a mantra he repeats. So we'll try it and see how we do. And I like the letter tiles a ton. Yeah, I think we'll do You Will Not on the left and then Break Me on the right. I don't know, we'll give it a try. And I know I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I am using my new camera. It has like a continuous run, so like it won't cut me off, which is great, but I'm just like a little nervy. It's gonna get really hot. And also I've been recording this entire time. I started with 100% battery and I'm now at 50%. So whoops-a-daisies, but it's fine. You will not, oh, I actually really like this. Should I do Break Me here, actually? But then there's stuff over here that I could put. No, I'm going to put it all here, I think. Hold up. Let me just... B-R-E-A-K. I'm going to put it over here. I want to keep it all together. Is that a silly idea? Maybe. You will not... I'll keep these letters a little bit closer together. Maybe I didn't need 2 sheets. That's actually pretty nice. For a whole quote, I only needed 1. Oh, I'm going to cover a little bit of Matt Denneman's name, but that's okay. Break. Yeah, I only needed 1 sheet for this, so that's actually kind of nice to know for the future. M-E. But also that could just be me not paying attention. Okay, and I can save these. That's kind of nice. Okay, You Will Not Break Me. And now we have some of these to add in. What if we do anything with cats? Actually, I want to definitely do like the cutesy stuff for sure. We'll do like one of these. I do think the cat headphones are cute because our girl Princess Donut is like the best. But like mostly like the little consoles, like the handheld stuff are cute, but also like the little pixelated hearts and stuff. I'm just gonna see what we got going. Yeah, here's another little pixelated heart. And these are where like I don't care. Like I will cover anything because I don't mind. Like let's do some stars. And maybe I really want to use the Tamagotchi. The Tamagotchi has nothing to do with anything, but it's so cute. Okay, I'm saving these, and now we're gonna pop in some of these little black twinkle deco bits, just to kind of tie everything together as much as possible. I want to use a really big one in here because I have the space for it. Same with this side. And then I want to make sure I'm using at least a couple over here to, oops, kind of like, because there's a bunch on this side. I don't want it to be like this side heavy. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay. One more like down here. Does this look crazy? Maybe. Might not be my favorite one I've done, but honestly, it's because there's just not a lot of art and stuff that I could be doing with this, like more deco sheets and stuff. But I still think this looks great. So I'm really happy with the Dungeon Crawler Carl one. Next, let's move on to We Live Here Now. For this one, there are some new journal bases. I was so happy to see new ones. This is the spooky version 1. I was hoping for like a spooky house, but honestly, I feel like this works. Obviously, I have the, what's it called? The book cover. I have these. These are again from Pinterest. I went with the whole Edgar Allan Poe theme because it works. Also, this house is going to be perfect. And then I have a few, well, I have the ransom letters in white. Again, I have 3. No need for 3, but I have them. A few deco sheets. This one I've had. This is the Witching Hour one. I forgot I had this, and this is actually pretty perfect. But I also have Pink Halloween 2 and 3. Is the pink going to go with this too much? Probably not. But you know what? We're doing it. So I'm going to start with the base. These also do come with these. I used to use these. I don't use them much anymore because I like it to look a little bit more scattered. Oh yeah, that looks great. I'm already excited. Okay, and then let's do some of this. I need this house to be like here. The spooky house. We need to focus on the Edgar Allan Poe stuff, because that is so creepy. Do some of this, and then I have this one, which I don't know if I want to use this one. We'll use it, whatever, I'm here. Do I want to like sideways with it? Kinda. Because I was like, I always do it like the 2 4 corners. What if I just kind of like change it up a pinch, you know? And then let's go ahead and trim this. Sorry, my brain just like stopped for a second. I didn't know what I was doing. Actually, I'm gonna start with the bottom. It'll be a bit easier because there's only a couple of things to trim here. And then if I can do the sides, because then you can see these a bit better. I'm not good at this. Hello? Okay. All right, let's try this. And then we'll go this way, and I think this will be a little bit easier, maybe. Not really, but whatever. How'd I do? Terrible. Let's try a little bit of a better trim. I'm just trimming the page at this point. Okay. I think that looks good. Okay. Got our pictures down. I feel like those just tie it all together. Honestly, the custom photos, those are so good. Then let's go ahead and do the book cover. Yeah, I want to layer. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do here. Okay, there we go. A little crooked, but you know what? It's fine. So we have that. Then we have, so I was going to do a Nevermore. I'll do it along the bottom. And I liked the ransom letters with this because, I don't know, it's like a spooky horror book, so ransom letters just made the most sense. Again, I probably only needed 1 shade of these, but you know what's great about that is now I have a bunch for later. And I don't have to order any more. Never more. The day I'm filming this is when the new Wednesday show, or the new season of Wednesday comes out, which is kind of exciting considering I'm writing Nevermore in. And it's going over the house, but that's honestly perfect. Oh, you know what? I did need a second sheet. I needed another E. So there we go. Save those. That looks really good. Did I want to frame anything? Kind of. I'm gonna need more of these frames. I'm like obsessed with these. I like that that's going off the edge a bit. Now, like I said, I have these pink Halloween ones, which I was thinking like some of these like knives and stuff, or even this like little spooky ghost. Actually, this little spooky ghost is perfect because this is a little bit more neutral. Just like the neutral ones are really good. Let's do the bone. But actually I'm going to focus on this witching hour stuff because these have a raven, which is perfect for this. And everything else doesn't really match too well with the theme of this, but you know what? We're still going with it. I'll save the pink Halloween ones for like a Rachel Harrison. I'm sure there'll be something that's familiar there. Let's do the spider. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with these. This looks so good, you guys. I want to use these lashes. Those are fun. Anything else? Oh, this like little witchy hand is really good. Anything else? Do I want to put any of these little black stars in, or would that be too much with over here? Probably. I'm obsessed. This is truly like great. I do have some horror stuff I could have added in, but like from the horror bundles, but at the same time, like this just looks so good on its own. I don't want to mess with it too much. I'm obsessed. I think I like the We Live Here Now just a pinch more than the Dungeon Crawler Carl one, just because it's like a little bit more put together, but this looks so good, you guys. Oh gosh, like the difference is hilarious. I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy with July. This looks so good. Oh my God. I cannot wait to do a full, I mean, I know basically every month you guys get a full flip through anyway because I just be flipping, but I can't wait to do a full flip through at the end of the year. This looks so good. I hope you guys enjoyed this July reading journal video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.